Hello everyone and welcome to a new video. Today I am doing something a little bit different. Today I want to do like a quick-ish, I say ish because I know how I am. I will probably go on for forever. And I wanted to do a video just seeing how Lisa's solo is going to turn out. I haven't really kept up with the news, so I don't know what like the expectations are. I don't really know what people are like waiting for, or yeah, so I'm just kind of winging it. I just gotta have some decks here. I have the tea leaves, so oracle decks right here, and one tarot deck, and I have some extra ones to the side in case I'm gonna use them. I'm not too sure, and we're just gonna jump into it. I'm just gonna ask what's gonna happen with Lisa's solo. There's one thing that I do have in mind, which is like I just want to know what the general public's reaction will be to her solo. But before we do that, I want to know like what energies are surrounding Lisa's solo. The first card that we have is Hummingbird. So I think a lot of people are, it's the energy at least surrounding Lisa's solo is something quick, very pretty, and very flexible. Why do I say that? Because I believe hummingbirds are the only birds that can fly backwards, and they're also very fast. Hummingbirds are very, very fast when flying. So I think that that's kind of like the energy that is coming through with Lisa's solo debut. Will it be? I guess so, right? She hasn't taken anything on her own. So yeah, and then we have air, so there's this huge emphasis on communication and intellect, so I do feel that Lisa has been learning a lot. She has been learning how to properly communicate her ideas, or she has done a very good job at trying to focus how to express herself in the way that best fits what she's aiming for. So when anybody express herself, it could be through music, it could be through her interviews, but I'm also getting like expressing herself with her body, so her facial expressions, her dancing, of course, and with her, what else do you do with your body? And with all of that, right? So I do feel that she has been working on all of those little details to make her work the thing, the thing that she's expecting it to be. That is a good question. I should ask about that. So I'm going to ask first, what are Lisa's expectations for her solo? So what are Lisa's expectations for her solo? The first card that we have is the Ace of Wands, which is a very good card. It's just the start of taking action. The new beginning of life is the new beginning. Yes, a new chapter in her life that she's actively taking action towards. So definitely a time to grow. What she's also, so we have the Ace of the Ace. Oh my God, we have the Knight of Cups and the Six of Wands reverse. So okay, Lisa seems to be a very realistic person, and not realistic because I can feel this in my gut feeling that Lisa is going to be very successful regardless of what she does, but I don't know if her debut will be what she expects it to be, or you know what, okay, let me explain. So the Six of Wands is a card of someone that is successful, is victorious, and everyone's looking at them, right? Very, very strong Leo vibes in that sense. But with it being reversed, I'm getting this sense of Lisa is trying to make sure she doesn't have high expectations for it, but I do feel that she doesn't have nothing to worry, because I do feel a lot of people will look at what she did, if that makes sense. I don't know what the general public's reaction will be. I'll ask that because that's my main concern right now. Like, how will people react to it? But yeah, the thing that, her expectations for it is just, this is a new beginning. She's trying something new. It's kind of like she's starting how to emotionally adapt to it, because we have cups, but with this Knight of Cups, it's Pisces energy, so she's slowly like taking action and exploring the unknown. She's okay, these are the happy tarot, but anyway, the Knight of Cups looks very happy, and usually the Knight of Cups to me is kind of like a confession, so I do feel that she in this case, I don't. It's not love related necessarily, but this is kind of like the confession of Lisa wanting to show who she is as an individual. So she's really trying to figure out what her own sound is, what her own personality musically is, like what that will look like, what that sounds like. How can she represent that? I don't know how, like, what she's doing for her solo necessarily, but I do know, at least with the cards that we have, that she's trying to explore the emotional side of herself, right? And by emotional, I just mean like how she feels about her career. How can she identify herself through her music and express herself through that music as well. So I do feel that she's like exploring that side. Also with this Knight of Cups, I think like that's a confession, right? Like the confession is like, this is who I am, and I think that's kind of what it strikes her. Like that's the theme of her project right now, and it's a new beginning. So she's slowly exploring that side of herself, and I think that because of that, she's not trying to have very high expectations of her work right now, because she does. I do feel like this is like a raw expression of who she is, or if not, it's kind of like she is slowly trying to figure that out as she's going through that journey. So it does feel like it's like she's still trying to figure out how to what that looks like. I don't think she's necessarily trying to figure out how to express herself. I think it's more trying to figure out what it is that she wants to express about herself, or what does it mean to be Lisa, if that makes sense. So I feel that that's where she's had like a like a self-exploration, improvement, development type of journey as she's doing this on her own. Well, you know what I mean by on her own. Let's see, what else do I... Yeah, okay. Well, let's take some tea leaves. So what expectations does Lisa have with her solo debut? I swear, like, Lisa has done a lot of things on her own that I kind of forget that she technically hasn't had a solo debut. So what is she expecting with her solo debut? What are Lisa's expectations of her solo debut? There's so many cards right here that I can barely shuffle them. So the first card that we had was Tiger, doing something risky, taking a chance. So that really goes well with that Ace of Wands. Like, she's trying something new and she's taking action towards doing that new thing. However, that's why she doesn't have very big expectations. You know how they say, like, you can't be disappointed if you don't have expectations? So I think that's what she's trying to do. I do feel that she will succeed, but that's like my bias talking, like, oh, she's going to do great, right? But I will take out some cards to see how the general public will see it. We have July. So I don't know when the news came out that Lisa was gonna take something on her own, but it feels like forever ago. So maybe it happened in July, or I just thought of July in April, but no, that's not it. I do feel that with this card, she's expecting to explore this new side of herself. But what signs do we have in July? Cancer and Leo. So yeah, trying to be under that spotlight and show who she is, with that Leo energy. But also with July, we have Cancer energy, so she's trying to figure out a way to nurture her project or try to care for herself. But the thing that I was going to talk about was the rainbow. So she wants to show like all sides of herself. She wants to show, well, it's not a rainbow, they're like actually waves, but they're different colors, so it looks like a rainbow. So she wants to definitely explore something about her emotions, or I guess in a way try to expose her heart and how she feels about herself and how she sees herself. Like, I do feel that could be the theme of her. Well, I mean, I think the song's gonna be La Lisa, no? Or is it La La Lisa? Crap, I saw it somewhere and I forgot what the name was. But yeah, I do feel that this is definitely about like, this is who I am, let me show you guys who I am. And I think she's also trying to figure out who she is, by making the theme of like, let me show people who I truly am. I think she went down this rabbit hole of trying to answer that question for herself. So what other expectations does Lisa have? Oh crap. So we have a lot of cards that just came out. I don't know. There's actually quite a lot. Okay, we have 7 cards came out. Sure, I guess. So we have Belle announcement. So definitely she wants to put a statement out there. It feels. We have Teapot, deep friendship with someone of the same sex. So I do feel that she also wants to. The word that I got was like, oh, she wants to brag about her friendships. Or what I'm getting is that she's getting a lot of support from her friends. We have Wedge. Someone is trying to come between you and a friend or something you want. So I do feel that she may have encountered some difficulties, and I do feel that with this, it's not necessarily people she works with. This could be an outsider type of energy. So, haters gonna hate. That's kind of what I felt. So the other cards that we have is Target, a goal-oriented person. So I do feel that even though there have been some difficulties, Lisa's expectations are still for, she seems. Lisa strikes me, based on the energy that we have right now, she strikes me as the type of person that she tries to be optimistic, but her hard work actually covers her optimism, because she seems to not really think too positively about things, or she tries to not hype herself too. She tries to not be idealistic, let's put it that way. She tries to keep things as real as possible, and that could seem a little bit pessimistic for some people, but that's not the case. So she knows that there's people that her expectations, there's gonna be people that are gonna love her, and there's gonna be people that are not gonna, that are just gonna like shit on her parade for no reason. So that's kind of what I got with this one. And she's trying to show this side of herself, which kind of strikes me as like, that's the whole, like, those are her expectations. Show who she is and announce, this is who I am. Definitely taking a risk and doing something like that, and she knows some people are gonna like it, some people are not gonna like it. And goal orientated, her goal is still like this, trying new things and showing this new side of herself. We have Fly, a period of ill health, depression. So I do feel that her expectations are kind of like, she expects this to not go too well for some reason. I don't know why. Probably, you know what it strikes me as? When you do something that is very personal to you, and when you put it out there, it ends, like when you're an artist and you do something and you do it for yourself, you have your own expectations, your own ideas, your own biases, and you put it out there for the whole world to see. And the moment you do that, want it or not, you are leaving that to be interpreted in whatever way they want to. Other people want to interpret it. Even if you tell them this is what I was aiming for, it doesn't really matter. Other people are just gonna take your art in whatever shape, way, or form fits their ideas and their beliefs, right? So even, or like if you say, oh, I did this art because it's supposed to represent this, some people are gonna be like, oh, I see where you're coming from, but to me it feels more like this and that. So then that's kind of one of the things that happens when you do art of any sort, right? You feel what you feel, you do what you do, you put it out there, and then it's up to the whole world to interpret it the way that they want to interpret it. And that's just how it works. Even you have intentions for one thing, sometimes some people don't express it clearly, and it just becomes a misunderstanding or whatever, But anyway, the other cards that we have is Dark Man, dealings or relationships with a man with dark complexion or hair. So I guess more people she's working with, I don't know. And the last card that we have for her expectations is Lightning, control your anger or you will be sorry. So I do feel that these two cards kind of tell me that since Lisa's doing something that it's a little bit too vulnerable for her potentially, or something that she really cares about, like she really cares about something, and she's putting it out there for the whole world to see, she is expecting the worst. She is expecting the worst to happen out of this. But she's still very focused on her own goals. Her goal is to take this out. She's gonna make it happen, and her goal is to show this side of herself. She's gonna put it out there. But I do feel that it's gonna be big. Whatever she's gonna put out is going to create waves. If that expression makes sense. So yeah, let's take out one card right now to see how will the general public react to Lisa's solo. We have Unicorn, so a lot of people are gonna be like, oh, this is very different, this is unique. This Unicorn card is a spirit card, so I do feel that a lot of people are going to see, but they're definitely going to feel like the higher purpose that her work is doing, if that makes sense. So like the intentions of something greater than what they see is going to be very prominent in her solo. Like, I don't know how to explain it necessarily, but it's kind of like, when someone takes something out and you don't necessarily know what it means, but you know that it's very significant and important to the creator of that thing that you see. Yeah, that's kind of what I feel like. I feel that the general public, everybody else, is going to see very clearly that what Lisa is doing matters a lot to her, even if they don't really understand what she's saying or what she's trying to say. So that's kind of what that unicorn card is kind of telling me. Also, I'm trying to, it's supposed to symbolize a specific chakra, and right now I can't remember which one. Maybe it's the third eye. So definitely everyone's going to be very aware that this is like a big thing, but they may not necessarily know how that physically manifests. But yeah, it's a unicorn. She's gonna be unique. Anyway, so how will the general public react to Lisa's solo? We have 10 of Cups. That's good, that's good. We have the 4 of Pentacles. Okay. How will the general public react to Lisa's solo? In the 10 of Pentacles. This is our very, I'm telling you, you know what I was like, I think I'm biased that Lisa's solo is gonna do well and people are gonna, really like it and stuff, but, I'm over here waiting for her solo to come out and just be like, some good shit. But yeah, we have the, I'm moving the card, sorry. So we have the 10 of Cups and the 10 of Pentacles. These are actually very good cards. They're ending a cycle for sure. But, so I do feel that it's kind of like the general public will react very well. Because we have emotional fulfillment and family. And then we have legacy and heritage with this 10 of Pentacles. So I do feel like if you look at both cards. Okay, I know it's a happy tarot. But if you look at them, they're both very happy. This is supposed to represent a family. And this is like a grandma with her grandchildren. So I do feel that it's going to be. I'm getting like a. I don't know why, like a party. So maybe the song is going to be played in parties. Or it's going to make people celebrate. Or want to be happy and content. Or I genuinely don't know what sound Lisa's gonna go for, but I'm getting a lot of people are gonna celebrate her. The general public is gonna celebrate her solo, so maybe a lot of people will enjoy it. It may be like a party song, so a lot of people will have it in parties and celebrations, or it's just going to feel like a victory for the general public somehow. Like, I'm getting a lot of good vibes from her solo. I just don't really know why that's the case. But yeah, so these are very good cards actually, feeling at home, feeling complete, feeling satisfied, balanced, and very stable. That's kind of what I'm getting here, and also very emotionally fulfilled with this 10 of Cups. But now let's talk about this 4 of Pentacles. The 4 of Pentacles is possessive energy, is an energy, it could be like a stingy person, so someone that doesn't want to give things away. So I do feel that a lot of people are going to treasure it, and a lot of people will have, because it doesn't feel that bad, because it feels like, for example, some people are going to be like, oh, how should I explain this? It feels like some people will take ownership of her song, or... Okay, let's put it this way. Kind of like, when there's someone from your country doing something very good and you're like, they're from my country, kind of want to brag and be like, you see, we have great artists from where I'm from. So that's one of the things that I kind of got. So I do feel like pride is going to be at play. Nothing necessarily bad with this 4 of Pentacles, especially because it's in between these 2 cards. So I do feel that a lot of people the general public will really treasure whatever Lisa's gonna take out for her solo. I don't really I don't know what she's gonna do that we're getting all of these good vibes, which they're very good, like unique, emotional fulfillment, and stability and legacy of sorts. And then maybe her family is gonna be very happy, but I guess they are part of the general public, aren't they? I don't know. So yeah, a lot of people are gonna be very proud of what she does. And yeah, with this 4 of Pentacles, I'm just getting treasure. Like, a lot of people are gonna treasure her solo debut. But yeah, how will the general public react to Lisa's solo? Oh, we have a crown? That looks good. A candle, crown. How will the general public react to Lisa's solo crap? Okay. These cards that are off screen, we're gonna put them away. And with this one, I'm gonna take Sunrise and September. Oh wow. And then whatever was underneath it, I'm not gonna take it. There you go. So we have September, of course. I have nothing to say besides her show's gonna be in September, so no, duh, of course, duh, of course. But the first card that came out was Crown. We have honor and respect will come to you. So I do feel that Lisa's solo is going to create for the general public to really respect what she does for some reason. Like, I don't know what she's doing. I don't really know what the general public idea is of Lisa, that all of a sudden we have like all of these positive things. Like, it could be generally positive, so when they see her, they're just continuing to be positive about her. Like, her reputation is gonna take a good hit, let's put it that way. Like, a lot of people are gonna look up to her. A lot of people are going to be very proud of her. A lot of people are like, you know, we have honor and respect, so a lot of people are going to be like, you know, even if they don't like her song or whatever, they're gonna be like, I respect what she's doing, you know, we respect the hustle or something like that. You know what I mean? Like, someone, like, it's like respect of her individual character, not necessarily her artistic choice or her music. It feels like, or like, even if it comes from like someone that really like her song, it's like it's going to end up with them respecting Lisa, you know, as a person. The other card that we have is Candle. You will be shown the way. It kind of strikes me as in, like, this is divine guidance. So, like, the universe, like, this is fated. It's fated for Lisa to do well right now. Or, like, it's fated for Lisa to go down this path. So, I don't know. You know what all I'm thinking of is that in Blackpink's group reading, there was a card, you know, Lisa's card, I believe, was a peacock. Which is, you know, a card that I also think of, like, you know, having a lot of eyes on you, having a lot of people look at you, and, you know, being under that spotlight again. So, that's kind of why I thought of the moment I started her reading. I just didn't know why, though. And the last card that we have is Sunrise. New creative ideas, new ventures, a fresh start. So her expectations of starting this new chapter are going to be welcomed with a lot of good things, because it does feel like a lot of people are going to really respect her work and are really going to look up to what she's doing, and that's going to change their idea of Lisa, not only as an artist but as a person. So I do feel like the general public is going to take her solo debut very, very well. And when I mean general public, I do mean like the great masses. I don't know necessarily like which market is going to be like, yes, we love what she's doing. I can't really tell you which one. I just feel like the general public. And yeah, that's actually very good. So with all of that said, I will leave that there. You know, I wanted to do it short and sweet, and generally it's gonna be like more than 20 minutes, so it's a good length. So yeah, I am very excited for Lisa's debut solo. I am looking forward to it. You know, it's in my birthday month, so yay for that. So yeah, I am expecting a lot of good things. Like, I kind of already knew it was gonna be like it was gonna be successful, or like a lot of people were gonna love it, even though her expectations are not that with the Six of Wands reversed. I do feel that that's just her way of trying to be realistic and grounded, and trying to make sure she doesn't become too idealistic on what is going to happen with her debut solo. So her solo debut, bro, my brain is not working right now. But yeah, I am still expecting a lot of good things, and we got cards that are kind of showing that a lot of good things are going to happen. So I do feel that there's nothing to worry about. I do feel that the people that love Lisa are just going to continue loving her, but I also feel that general public is going to start having a very positive outlook to Lisa's work and her person, you know, her character. So I do feel that when I mean character, I mean like her personality and her way of portraying and her mannerisms, you know, that's kind of what I mean by character. So yeah, that's all I have to say. Please give a lot of love and support to Lisa solo. Thank you so much for watching. Love and healing from my part to you, and see you on the next one, whenever that is, however that is.